Hello, my name is Mike Griffiths. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video and the other videos on this channel. Today I want to talk about a dream I had in 2017 that details a future war that mankind has with aliens. Now, I just want to say straight off that I'm not an alien researcher or a UFO researcher. This is just a dream that I had, and it was very vivid, so I believe I need to share it. It's important for people to be prepared for these things in the future. It's not about fear, it's about being prepared. So, how this dream started off was I was on this large sports field with some friends and we were getting our photos taken. Then all of a sudden I saw up these white cluster balls. They were like bright stars and they were all together. This was during the day and they all clustered together, and then this part that went up on a 45 that started swaying like this, and I thought to myself, serpent's tail, that's what it reminded me. The serpent's tail, the dragon's tail from the book of Revelations that sweeps a third of the stars out of the sky. So I saw that. And then I saw, after that, this formation of flying saucers. Now they look like balls because I'm looking from underneath. And that was moving across the sky and making this dull electrical hum sound. I could hear a humming, droning sound. And then me and this group of people were walking and watching this happening in amazement, obviously. And they looked black from the perspective of where we were because they were quite high up. So we were all heading towards like a restaurant / sports stadium. It was really unusual in the dream. So we're sitting in like a picture theatre setup. So we're sitting on these seats, and instead of there being a screen, there was a big, huge, massive glass open window, and it was like we were all sitting in this picture theatre, and it was packed. And we were all anticipating these UFOs that we had just seen land in front of us. So there was a big field in front of us out this window, and it was nighttime. And so we opened some of these vertical blinds facing this dark field, and all of a sudden there was this blinding light, right? And these UFOs started to move at treetop level. They were just glowing balls of like mini suns. They were so blindingly bright, and they passed us, and we knew they were landing, and there was like a formation of them, and half the people got up and were scared. And then this child ran to a sliding door that was near the big windows, and opened it, and I went down and looked outside, and there were people dining outside in the dark, like sitting there at tables dining, and they were completely oblivious, like they didn't care what was going on. Now in this dream, it was like I'd seen this play out before. Like this reminded me of something that I already knew. And it was as if this was happening everywhere, and they were using a hologram to project writing to explain themselves during the disclosure. So this was about alien disclosure that was happening everywhere in the world at the same time. So of course there was fear. It's like when any major world-changing event happens, there's fear. It's just it's how people react to something they don't understand, fear. Like when September 11th happened, there was a lot of fear and a lot of confusion. And I think a lot of people, Christians, are going to be saying, Lord, where are you in all this? Where are you? But that's when you have to stand in faith. Okay, I had, the day after this dream, I went and saw my mother. I was going to explain it to her. So I turned up at her house and I said, Mum, I've had a dream. She goes, I've had one as well. And then she said, tell me a dream. And I told her, and then she said, now this is what I had a dream about. So I'm going to read it out here. My mother had a dream that she was looking up at a starry sky when she noticed some stars were moving and shooting at one another. She was able to zoom up and saw men near these stars that were wearing astronaut suits and knew them to be humans at war with an enemy. They were shooting at something. She saw a large object above her and looked up, and it was a huge spacecraft shaped like a dragon. She knew it was a dragon from Revelation. This dragon was dropping hundreds of objects out from underneath that were craft. All of a sudden, the dragon's neck extended all the way down to earth and up to her with its mouth open. So that's one amazing confirmation. Now this is the dream from 2012 that I had that ties in, I believe, with the dreams I've just shared with you about the dragon, serpent. So this is a dream about these reptilian-looking creatures that were attacking the earth. So in the dream, people were saying that these aliens are derived on Earth. And I asked them what their spaceships looked like, and they said flying saucers. So that ties in with the dream I was just talking about, that I saw these black flying saucers in formation in the sky. It was as though I was in a warehouse and people were in panic. I could see a TV screen and the news was interviewing a man about the aliens. He seemed like a military with black short hair. He said they tried to stop them by firing a nuclear missile from England towards the ships, but they were indestructible. And, you know, I remember this dream clearly because I remember in the dream seeing the missile rising up from England and going into space. The man then said they are huge beings called Augur or Gorag, and they eat human beings. I then saw on screen a lizard-type man from behind. I saw Mum, and her eyes were all watery like she was scared. So this, I believe, is what is going to happen in the future. It's something that we need to be prepared for. It doesn't matter what aliens are. It doesn't matter if they're really aliens, or if they're angels pretending to be aliens, or demons, or something else. What you need to know is that this is Satan's card. This is Satan's, game Satan's going to play with us in the future. We need to be prepared. And the thing that you have to remember is that there's going to be a lot of fear and confusion, because that's how people react to things they don't understand. And people are going to be saying, God, where are you? What's going on? I wasn't warned about this. But that's when you have to stand in faith. You have to stand strong and not give up. This is the dreams that I had. My name is Mike Griffiths. Thank you for watching.